Get out of the road, big stinky. Well, Kentucky sure is pretty.
Looks like
whoa! Oh no! Alright guys, we took the L in Mississippi and we moved on to Tennessee for the sake of getting to our final destination of Kansas eventually. And we have our first Tennessee herp. A little fence lizard just chilling. Great way to find a copperhead. Right. Brother, timber. Whoa. Timber, dude. Holy cow.
Yeah, great way to find a timber. There we go.
Well, that's a great first snake in Tennessee. Timber rattlesnake. Very pretty little small adult juvenile thing. Definitely not an adult yet. Subadult would be a good way to classify it, I guess. My mind's kind of in the gutter. It's been a long day. That was a good flip. Beautiful rock, beautiful snake. Your house is right behind. I guess he wants to go down this bigger hole.
It's like main house, not the
front porch. Main house, not the front porch. Beautiful. There is another one. Wow. That one's gorgeous.
Holy shit. How did I not see that?
Dude. Any others?
Look at that big dude in there.
That one is stunning, dude.
It's huge.
So that's the timber Kyle initially saw, and then he spotted the smaller one as we came over the lip. That is awesome. 3 timbers here at this spot so far. Baby ringneck. There you go, buddy. There's a big racer, like about to shed. Get you out of there and put your rock back, big guy. No need to be, he's very blue, look at that. Beautiful. He's got that in-shed blue to the extreme.
It'd probably look really nice at a shed.
Yeah, I see some with some real nice blue on them. Hey, here's a zigzag salamander. Look at that little dude. Here's a cave salamander. That's a very sharp looking little cave salamander. Love those goofy eyeballs. I got tongued by a scorpion on my pinky. It's getting fat. Milk! Milk thing! What is that? Kyle, it's a skim milk. Kyle, it's the most amazing thing I've ever seen. Kyle, that is not a milk snake. That is not a milk snake, dude.
That is
That's not a fucking milk snake.
SK. But it's, what is it?
It's a skim milk, dude.
But the face is...
It's a milk snake face on an SK.
What is this? What have you found? Hey, we got a lamp.
We got that lamp.
That lamp.
Oh my god, dude. Bruh. Bruh.
That is of great interest. What is this?
It is of tremendous interest. Holy cow, dude.
But the belly looks SK.
In places, yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's got bands across the belly in halfway places. I mean, it's just not a pure SK though. Like,
it doesn't look...
That's the weirdest tricolored snake I've ever seen.
What? Dude, that is awesome.
Doesn't get better than that. I mean, out of shed.
It does. It gets a little bit better.
I don't think it does. That's the coolest lamp I've ever found.
Wow.
I have little hesitation saying that.
You got the flip clip?
I did.
Oh, yeah.
As long as I'm rolling right now.
Yes.
So that is easily the weirdest Lampropeltis thing I've ever found. It honestly feels like a more or less 50-50 milk snake Scarlet King. It's got the face of a milk snake, that big bulky head. But then looking at the rest of it, I mean, those are SK bands, kind of an SK belly. I'm curious like how big that thing would get. It's gonna get dark on us soon, so we have to photograph this thing and continue on. But I mean, I have very seldom seen a snake that's just left me so baffled as this one. Like, It's really one of the greatest mysteries in herpetology. What is going on with Scarlet King's milks, coastal milks, insert tricolored Lampropeltis here, and their contact zones. And seeing animals like this makes me even more confident that there is something going on, and it's not just weird looking Scarlet Kings or Scarlet King looking milk snakes. It's just a very, very unusual thing. And this is not what I would call Scarlet King habitat either. It's like milk snake habitat with a little bit of Scarlet King xericness to it. Very strange. Here's a look at the belly on this guy for anybody curious. That back end is it's just a weird snake. I mean, the front fourth is white. That is milk snake belly, basically. That's just such a weird animal. Really awesome. That's probably gonna end up being the highlight of the trip. There's your rock, bud. He's got to squeeze himself under there.
He's pretty good at it. Wow, what a great snake.
Good morning, everybody from Kentucky, where Kyle and I are once again rummaging through some junk. We got a nice 10 stack here to start the day. I'm going to strap up the GoPro and we'll get into it. Well, there's our first herp in Kentucky. We're going through some old siding at this old place here. Nice marbled salamander. Definitely the first one of those I've ever seen in Kentucky. Just let him scoot back under. Oh, here's a big rat snake.
Rat snake?
Yeah, it's on the crawl.
Literally our first rat snake of the trip. Oh yeah, look at that guy.
I almost flipped him. It's a great looking rat snake. Very big. First rat snake of the trip somehow. Hey buddy, that yellow coloration is something else. You're handsome. You don't gotta muss me, I promise. I just want to get a look at you. Beautiful snake. That's
Painted turd.
That's not a painted turtle.
Oh.
I'm stupid. It's a slider. I thought it was a painted from the car though.
Come on.
Very nice. Red-eared slider. These look to me like milk snake eggs. Let's see.
Wow. Okay,
Perfect size. This is like one of the coolest places I've ever seen. Look at this. Kyle bonked his head. So there's a ton of Euresia larvae in the water in this cave. You can see, not very well, but they're in there. This is just such a cool little area. Here we got a rat snake on the bridge. We've seen like 3 DOR snakes in the last 10 minutes. It's kind of crazy how much stuff's out and moving today in Kentucky. We'll get this guy out of the road and continue on. Second rat snake of the day. Get out of the road, big stinky. Well, Kentucky sure is pretty.
Looks like
Whoa! Oh
no way, that's good.
no! Dude, I got that on video. Kyle, what happened?
Oh no.
Kyle got bit so hard by a rat snake he threw his phone off the bridge.
It's fine.
It didn't crack?
The screen protector protected.
Wow, incredible. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Dude.
We did it.
We did it. We got snakes.
Well, Kentucky has been playing hardball today with the Lampros, but we finally flipped a nice racer and a big black Shawnee looking king snake under this roadside board. All right, here's our king snake. Kind of a little bit of a Shawnee king snake look here in northern Kentucky. Very beautiful, big fully grown adult though. Very, very nice looking snake. A lot of the black kings we've seen this trip so far have been in shed or blistery. This guy seems pretty healthy. Probably hasn't had his first shed of the year yet, but he's also not in shed now. So still a very sharp looking snake. Kind of got a bad eye on that side though. Bruh.
you know, kind of pushed up from the floodwaters and be under that stuff, but maybe over here.
Oh, Racer came out of the boat.
Really?
Yeah, he went into the water.
Streak continues.
Yo!
Fat freaking king on the road.
Look at that.
That is a big dude. He hasn't shed yet this year either. He's just out moving.
What a beast.
That's awesome. So cool. Yeah. Looks like it's already had a meal. Like, look how thick it is.
Yeah, it's a girthy dude.
You just let him slide off.
Yeah, I'm good with him. Got some cell shots.
Nice look. Love those banding.
He's so different from the other one, too. He's more Black King looking. We're cruising snakes.
Hell yeah, dude.
Oh, man. You gotta love Kentucky. No hunting. Keep out. They spelled 3 words correctly. A ringneck. We got our first snake at this spot. All right, well, Kyle just found 2 racers, one of which is a contender for the biggest racer I've ever seen. I mean, that thing is, it's an honest 4.5, 5 feet long. Kyle's massive, by the way. Makes this thing look tiny. Paul Bunyan, yeah. Goodness gracious. That's impressive. It's coach whip sized.
Yeah.
There's toads everywhere out here. Yeah, I'm flipping a lot of toads. Look at that. Two toads under the same rock again. What are you guys doing out here? We've seen 2 racers and a copperhead so far, and a bunch of ringnecks out here. But that's a nice find. Very pretty copperhead. Glad he was tucked back in there rather than closer to the edge. Good looking snake. It's been a very copperhead light trip so far. Hopefully we'll see more. I'm sure we will. Copperhead man is active suddenly. Oh, there he goes.
All right.
I think we're good to put the rock back.
Yeah.
That's a great rock. All right, guys. Well, this spot has pretty thoroughly brutalized us. We got 2 racers and a copperhead. But it looks fantastic. I just think it might be a little toasty right now. And it's just an overwhelming amount of habitat. Like, look at this. It's ridiculous. So I think we're going to start making our way towards an area we might night cruise tonight, and we'll stop at any potential 10 sites along the way. This mayapple is being constricted by a leaf on all sides. All right, guys, on the way back to the car, I spotted this nice eastern garter snake out basking. Very pretty snake. Definitely a different look than the ones we see in Georgia. Love to see that local variation of widespread common species. Here's a long-tailed salamander. Just chilling. Got a little rain this afternoon, so we're going to try road cruising. It's slightly damp, but it's really warm, so maybe we'll see something. Well, here's our first milk snake of the day, who is actively retreating into this crevice.
It's raining harder.
Oh! Nerodia.
Ew.
I thought it was a hog, dude.
I know. That's what we were expecting.
A gaster.
Gross.
An upland gaster. And there's another milk snake, also in a crack. This one's not in shed either, though. Very nice looking snake, but also not a very red milk looking milk. Very easterny. This guy, just out and about for an evening stroll. Nice cave salamander.
Bizarre.
There's a basking ringneck. He's basking at night. What are you doing, dude? Well, we night cruised the snake. It's not what we were looking for, but a nice little earth snake. Haven't been many earth snakes this trip, actually. It's been a little earth snake light so far.
Oh.
Yo, it's big.
Yeah.
Look at that. Big, pretty copperhead.
Significant today.
Very nice.
Look at you, guy.
Oh, I did cruise a little bit in North Carolina. I forgot. I did get a copperhead there. So this is my second cruise copper of the year. Copperhead's gonna copperhead. He's making such a funny noise with his belly as he moves. You about to go tweaker mode on us?
Should I?
That noise is so funny.
That's cool.
All right, we got a brown snake. Third snake of the night. Stuff is moving. There's also just toads. Little Americanus party out here tonight. Look at that. Look at all the eggs. See them?
These guys. That's cool. That's cool.
I love toads. Here's another copperhead. What's up, big guy? Hey, no reason to be upset with me. I think you're handsome.
Go away, thank you.